Cool. Yeah, cool. Awesome commentary. Wow, that was crazy. Cool, so when we finished last stream, I had done the second tower, or my second tower. You could do another one, I guess. The bathhouse. The tower of bippity boppity boo, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, we're gonna continue that. Maybe finish it tonight, we'll see. We're gonna go for a good while. I napped a lot today. I'm tired, but I'm also watching my food and exercising. We'll see. I might just get tired in 4 or 5 hours and wrap up tomorrow. I could turn off the lights. Yeah. It's whatever, dude. I'm just chilling. It'd probably be better for atmosphere. It is what it is. I said we had to use blunt for these bones. I don't really want to upgrade the blunt. They're that bad, so. Damn, this motherfucker's loud, man. Did I do something? Did this reset? Son of a bitch, man. Damn. I like that though. The head cutting effects. I wish there was a little bit more. But the head cutting and then obviously the physics of just the skeleton given out. I mean, it's a simple thing, but I mean, it's effective. It's fun to see. Crushing assembly. I don't know what the gimmick is here, or if it's just combat. Oof. Forgot those guys exploded until I was in that corner. Hit me from that far. That little dinky weapon, he sure has a lot of fucking range, man. It's loud as hell, man. These guys are crazy loud. Wish I could use my sword the whole way through, but that's what it is, I guess. And I'm supposed to use my supposed to use my blunt damage, but it's like, where the fuck am I upgrading that? My ass weapon. soon. We'll see. I mean, I can probably throw it down. Oh wait, I have the tea. Everything's jammed, man. I don't know how much stuff I'm supposed to be reaching through on, but locked, jammed. Clipping into every wall. Very cool. So like, doesn't even work, brother? Without the upgraded weapons, you just kind of go back to doing this shit fucking forever. Where am I, brother? This was all the way down here. It is marked. Man's is shooting at me. Like, what am I doing? He can't hit me, he's just shooting just because he has vision. I was like, okay. He's just jank maxing. Is some of this gear even like better, or is it just for looks? It's not like you can see it too much, man. But you can see it enough, yes. That's it. Everybody to have respawned. The feeding room. It's like a place for shortcuts, but also probably a dangerous bit. Not already at the boss, are we? Tsuchigumo. Must just be like a mid-boss. The jailer, okay. Fucking Banjo-Kazooie ass motherfucker, dude. Special mallet. You're kidding me, dude. I can't unlock this as a shortcut? What is with all the, like, jammed doors on both sides? I actually, like, hack these and I just don't know it? And they do put some you can unjam, but it's... So many of them are in, like, primo spots for... You'd think be shortcuts and unjamming, but really don't get to fuck around that way very often. Mostly kind of just traveling the path. Supposed to be 3 exits out of this room. Another one. The upstairs and the downstairs. There's no door up here. The west side where we came in at. There's actually very little jumping. For having a jump, you actually really don't use it. What's up, brothers? The bub. Have you found something to fill your soul with? Oh, there you go. I guess you haven't finished that, so something new. What's up, Cora? Is that DLC supposed to be very long? I imagine it's not like super. No, really? No, Witcher 3 is pretty awesome, but yeah. That was. I definitely don't think back very fondly about anything other than the writing. But shortcut. So just like having like weight in your inventory. Instead of like an infinite one. Yeah, I gotcha. I don't remember it being too bad in that game. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as little as like a Tsushima, which has like nothing, but it shouldn't be too bad once you get to it, or you're in the zone for it. Did you ever play the first one? So throw one upgrade on that. Otherwise, we're just gonna go in on Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've talked about Undead Nightmare with you before. Makes sense. Yeah, I've always meant to do Undead Nightmare. I much prefer the first game over the second. I mean, second's obviously a more technical marble and all that bullshit, you know, how the horse testicles shrink and everything, you know. And there's like a crazy amount of budget to it, but it's frankly just not fun. Unless you were like die-hard RPN everywhere. And even then, I've been more like RP immersed in other shit. It's a nice little story. I mean, it's typical Rockstar shit. A lot of drama. But it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Red Dead 1 had that mix of actually being kind of fun and snappy. I mean, Rockstar usually doesn't have good gameplay. At least when it comes to the basic combat. But yeah, 2 just feels like you're underwater, man. Wander around, yeah. It's a good game for that. There's a lot of wandering you can do. Lots of little goals. I mean, it's gonna take forever to get to that point, but... These cost this much, bro? I mean, there's at least something to Red Dead. Yeah, Horizon's like... I mean, if you're after the Ubisoft that hard, man, like... There's gotta be something better. There's so many adventure games out there you could play. But if it's like big AAA... stuff like that, I don't know. Would you do Cyberpunk? Yeah, Horizon just has such a shit story, man. And I mean, it's cute fighting like the fucking dinosaurs, but outside that, it's just the usual shit, man. I mean, if you've played Tsushima and shit, you've played everything Horizon has to offer outside the combat. You just get a much more bloated and more annoying story. Motion, oh, you do get the motion sickness from it. Yeah. Why wouldn't you, I guess? Yeah, I really like that one. I liked where it ended up. That was a good walking around feel kind of one. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows. What kind of Assassin's Creed games have you already played? I don't know if the Ubisoft back catalog's been added to Game Pass, but like you could play into some of the old ones. I mean, obviously they're an older formula, or an older version of that same formula, but... Stuff like 4 and 2 and all that are pretty cool. You could try 4. I mean, you want to wander, I guess. 4, everything, all the side stuff is cool. You have to want to actually drive boats, though. That's the fun part. You've watched a lot of 4. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of some indie shit, or not indie shit, but AAA shit. You could boot up Steam and play some of those like fucking Morrowind likes, man. Dread Delusion and shit like that. You ever thought about doing like a CRPG, dude? Like a Rogue Trader or like a Baldur's Gate or something? Doesn't Outer Worlds 2 come out in like a day or two or something? It's been getting good reviews, so did the first one. And I thought it was an extremely fucking weak game, but you could play that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Dread Delusion yet. I can't speak for it too much, but could play Northern Journey. That's on Steam as well. I've heard that's really good. I picked it up a long time ago. It's supposed to be a nice kind of exploration thingy. I don't know how much wandery it is, but could play one of these. Play Lunacid. That's first person though. Same with Northern Journey. A bit more dungeony than open world. I don't know about Northern Journey though. Maybe that's not. Yeah, BG3's. CRPGs tend to have the inventory crap. It's easy. It's easy in BG3. You can literally just like telepathically send everything back to the camp immediately. So don't have to worry. There's a lot of doodads to pick up for sure, but it's not. It's all you have to put into it. He hates me. What do you mean? I just got started. Aren't you home usually by like 7:20? That's when I started. Yeah, Lunacid's cool. Simple combat. Simple enough where some people don't like that part of it, but I think it's got some really creative zones and is a simple dungeon crawler with lots of secrets to kind of run through. Yeah, I was trying to think of more stuff like Yote, but I just be shit out of luck. I mean, there's a lot like Yote, but yeah, I guess you're not shit out of luck. But I mean, obviously, there's only two Yote or two ghost games. The fuck is the map? Goddamn steak. That's supposed to be Boss Hog over there. finish up down here. Yoda, how do you feel about having the swap to blunt to fight the skeleton? I think in theory I'm okay with it. But in practice, because of weapon upgrading, it just makes it so I have to fight for 10 hours. Can you just kick them to death? Or can you kill them and then kick their corpses or something? Like Dark Souls re-execute the skeletons. You could start playing Pokemon, right, Los? We can wander the cities together. The whole stream, having fun. What the hell? What do you mean? I wonder if I have it in the mail right now. I'm looking forward to at least the mix-up. I've been really enjoying when I can stream this month. But it'd be cool to shoot the shit about industry Pokemon stuff. Maybe have some fun with it. Fun to provide the Master Godo with his Pokemon. Probably finally get my first shinies. What's the fuck? Upgraded this one time. God, it really is just easier to just parry counter the whole time. If you try to do any spacing or use any other move, it's actually just like worse. It's such a shame. I don't even think this thing is like... I mean, I only plan on using it on these dudes. Because everybody can, like, out of every attack, start their attack, so it's like the only safe times are really with like parries and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of wandering games out there. I mean, adventure shit's huge, but you're wanting that specific, like Sony-esque, Ubisoft hybrid kind of wander, I guess. I mean, I feel like you're pretty well served by the industry, but the quality bar might not be there for most of those. And I mean, if there's a particular blend of like new mechanics you like, Even like her old Assassin's Creeds might not be enough. For wanting to play Shadows and not liking the inventory bloat, I'm surprised you want to do that. I mean, aren't the Origins and Beyond games like? I mean, the first one was like pretty annoying on inventory. Because you're just always, it's like a looter. You're always picking up loot constantly. They swap Assassin's Creed from being an action adventure game to a full ass like gear RPG after Origins. So I mean Origins, Valhalla, Odyssey, and they might have toned it back a bit in Shadows, and I know Mirage doesn't have it. But yeah. I don't know if it's as annoying as like, you know, like a fucking... Forgive me for saying it, but Neo... Team Ninja style where you're like, every time you kill somebody, you open the inventory and throw shit away for 10 hours, but... Yeah. What am I looking at? That's that whole B1 floor. Explored now. And Power Wash Simulator 2 come out now too. Just play that, brother. I will be. Godo, are we co-oping some Power Wash, brother? Nobody would co-op Power Wash with me. And I don't know if I'd even want to. It's kind of like a chill one anyway. You just mindlessly clean. Oh, this motherfucker is actually out here kicking them. This guy is stronger in melee than he is at a range. Dude, and you can't like run past his fucking shots. Jesus. Dude, Power Wash is chill, man. Let's chill. Oops. Yeah, I'll probably play that at some. I like the. It's a very particular type of game, of course. And it's a carpal tunnel exploder. They fixed that up. More locked doors than Silent Hill 2. And that at least marks them. At least he fell asleep in there. Day's gone. Yeah. Why don't you play that true crime game we were talking about? I don't know if those are like wandery though, right? Like Days Gone, I guess it's probably more Wandering. I don't know, I also don't consider Tsushima a wandery game in the same way I would like a Breath of the Wild or like a Outer Wilds or something. I just don't get a feeling of adventure in the same way from it. But you can just go in directions and there's objectives to be done, so maybe Days Gone's like that. I haven't played it or seen much of it. I just know it's the old Siphon Filter devs. There's a PC port too. Oh. I don't know where I get this mallet, but I can't wait to backtrack my ass everywhere. I have a meat hook and a spear shaft. That has one in the feeding room. It's crazy to me that they're like, there's no like, why can I not open this? Like, this is a perfect shortcut. Instead you have to fucking run the entire gauntlet. Like, just make it more complex with more secrets. Especially when I have to like find an item to even get started. I mean, I'm just gonna run past them all, you know? How the fuck? What the hell? This guy just... he's got little pincers, man. He somehow hit me and spun around. We just have to go to the feeding. Have you... I mean, I would never recommend Horizon to anyone, but... Which one were you talking about anyways? I think the first one's much more palatable. I mean, I still don't like it much, but... I mean, I think you'd be... It's in the exact same ballpark as... Tsushima. Forbidden West is when it just gets too much for me. Another guy. Forbidden test of fucking patience. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you can palette the story, which since there's so much writing and there's so much of her yapping, I think they patched out some of her yapping. It's like, I guess you could like, yeah, if you can just ignore 50% of the game. Running around, I mean, it's obviously like a technically nice looking game. I mean, it plays okay. I mean, it's a shooter. They give you all these tools and they pretend like you're like some kind of hunter trapper, but there's no actual plot to it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're like really dying for the Sony open world experience, I mean, did you play God of War 2018? I'm trying to, I mean, hey man, you fall on her. I'm trying to help you find a Sony open world movie thing. I mean, The Witcher 3, RDR2, Cyberpunk, stuff like that. I mean, I think those are, like Baldur's, I mean, those are totally fine, like, adventure wander games. But, I mean, we're in the Days Gone camp right now, you know? Trying to think of shit that might maybe would hit. There's God games out there, but Radless wants Sony slop. Which is fair. I mean, you know, you're in the mood for those certain thing. And I was like, did you play God of War 2018? I mean, that one's pretty good. It's very wandery once you can get out of the fucking walk and talks. Every Oasis, yeah. Can you play like something inspired by like Zelda or some shit? Like an Ocarina of Time sort of deal? Isn't there a lot of those out there? Maybe not in the exact same vein, but yeah, it's called Every Oasis. There you go. Go play SMT5 like a Giga Chad. Wandering around the apocalypse. I mean, like every JRPG is like wandering. You're talking, I guess. Like that's why I'm trying to like get that blend of like Western video game sensibilities and production value. Not just adventure, right? Because there's a million fucking options. Now they have like 50 boogeymen. Now we got box dudes. But we're just gonna have to restart. Jesus. This dungeon sucks. This the other one was trying to be cute. This is literally just like a raw maze dungeon that all looks the same. With like shitloads of like spawning super dudes. There's almost no shortcuts, and I have to use like my shitty blunt weapon. Just a lot of running around, man. There's a shortcut we unlocked back here. One short. It's not that good of a short. Yeah, maybe your mood will change after that. This is a game where it's like you're attached to that fucking map because there's not a lot of like key visuals to look at and you can't map yourself. I'm like not finding it for a while. It's like ugh. It's just like with the boogeyman walking around. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? You have to run. You don't have time to kill dudes. Stamina's way too expensive. I just got the achievement for fully upgrading one weapon or piece of armor. Brother? Yeah. That was a while ago. But okay. There's no more loot here. This is the other bell. There's a bell upstairs, apparently. When I get my map? Or are they just not doing the map thing anymore? Don't believe in them. I exercised today, guys. Wasn't for super long, but I'm so out of shape. It rocked me. Do more tomorrow. It's nice. I bought some actual fucking halfway decent groceries. Starting to watch it. Be cool. Not a lot of beans. Need more like fiber. Supposed to be good for like liver enzyme type of shit too. Oh, I want to mix them in. Okay, these guys just infinite. Wow. I have to be able to banish them. I mean, I don't. Unless they are like. Unless these are the only two, then I'm not gonna do that. Because it costs a lot to even buy a banish. And I have one, sure, but it's like. I'll save that for like a boss or something. Okay. What the? Okay. Alright. This is not good now. So, a little area to explore. I haven't found any more hidden walls, man. I just kind of gave up on those, I guess. Or they're in some really odd places. Okay. Just them again. Like, sure, some of these walls could be secret, but like, what am I gonna just say on every wall? A bit of a tell. Map's usually a good way to help. Runny room. Infinite, or is it really this big? Hangman's hook, meat hook tied to a frayed rope. No. This room's just that long, bro. What am I doing with this hook? I didn't do fuck all. Did any of you guys watch the Kirby Air Raiders direct? And elucidated as to every detail. Kirby Air Raiders. I heard that he even starts talking about main menu options in detail. I'm like, brother, shut the fuck up. Is it more interesting? I mean, that's. Well, if they showed like big new things, I just don't know if it's details on what we already got. Cause what they already showed just felt really kind of lame. If you've played the original already. I don't know, I mean, I'll probably still give it a run. I don't know, I almost don't even want to, man. Like, I've played every Kirby game though, almost. But I've got the other one sitting there, so. It's not even a game you really like finish. I feel like I'll just fuck around for a day on it and call it good, honestly. Maybe have some fun with the shit about Kirby Riders and Nintendo. They're really serious about these guys, man. This chest is locked. Yeah. Yeah, there's geometry. Cool. Evil language. Oh no. Disgusting bastards. Where am I using this meat hook, really? I still don't have this mallet. They just stopped giving maps in this game, I guess. Just fuck it. Who wanted them anyways, right? There's clearly somewhere we just haven't been, I guess, but... I checked all of this. I don't think there was anything here. Until I get the mallet. Don't even want to check. This dungeon sucks. Pretty boring. I'm like exploring an entire dungeon just to get the one item so you can re-go through the whole thing with like no doubt. There's a locked key upstairs. Or a locked chest. Pretty sure this was just another one of those like sell deals. Oh, the spawning assholes. I've tried all these. I'm pretty. Like I said, I don't think the immersion levels with this dungeon are there for me to get into the T animation this time. How'd you like this dungeon, Godo? Is this where you've decided that you were annoyed by the boogeyman? He's been fine up to now, but now it's just kind of like a... You got rid of him. You go fix his deal. I even have what I need. Or can you banish him? Just temporarily banish. Yeah. I'm not sure how. This guy tell me. She do it. Dude, I didn't want your life story. I was trying to hit. And have exit. I mean, can I buy the thing I took out from this motherfucker? I don't remember what it was. Steal it somewhere. I'm still wondering what the fuck the side room is over here. I might as well do it. I'll fix the shit. It's not like that annoying to deal with, but it's more annoying than I'd like. Curious. Yeah, I mean they show that like switch, but I mean the thing with this game is there's like a bunch of like unfinished stuff just sitting around, so I have no fucking idea. I don't know if you can like shoot it. Not like there's really anything in there. Yeah, I might have already done that. One of those things where the outside wall you can't really get on super easily. Like I said, for a game with jump, they really don't. There's not actually much jumping in this to be doing. Yeah, the tree's got some weird hitboxes. Crouch jump. Stop. There's some weird invisible wall up here. Like pushing me in here when I jump. You can't go back. I don't understand how that works. What kind of madness? Bank Max, what we got going on here? This game has a lot of invisible walls. Yeah, I mean, this is so jank, I kind of doubt it. But. Yeah, I'm good. Seems fucked. I've been up there before, but you can't jump from these to those. Weird, man. It could be some undone shit. The thing is, when there's like full on like puzzles and stuff that have like the ability to be placed, but you can't do anything with them, it's just kind of like, well, what now? You know, you just, the precedent's just like you ignore all sorts of shit because it might just be nothing to be done. I don't know how we fix this guy's stuff. Now it lets me do stuff. But what? Is it in the other zone? Don't know. Seems really funky about all that shit. It never even showed me an item to place there before, but now it did. You have to have like a certain amount of money. It'd be weird. You just clean it off. This guy doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything. Is that a cat statue or whatever the fuck it is just hiding around? As you can so easily clip out of bounds. And then not interact with this hole. Now I have to reload because they also don't let me use my talisman in here. But there's also like obscene amounts of like invisible walls out here anyways. Oh, damn. Maybe it's all part of the plan, man. The cope is that it's a purposeful invisible wall maze. Open. There's a autosave very recent. $2034? I guess not. I guess this game just doesn't autosave. Oh my god. Hopefully this was a save. I don't remember. Seems fine. Have I just missed what you're talking about, Goto? Okay. I was gonna say, there's not really been a whole lot of opportunity for... I mean, like, I've gotten all sorts of shit. It's like... Not been a whole lot of like cryptic items. Like everything's pretty auto. Wait, this is actually really far back. This autosave is probably like just made, right? So I need to load this first one. Whatever the fuck I've done and haven't done yet. Might have done a good bit. You understand it all. Was the main menu. Very interesting. You learn lots. To make you want to buy the game when you know there's so many options. Pretty sure I've been in all these. Been in here. Understands. Meat hook. Like I said before, this game is pretty linear, so it's like probably gotta use the meat hook. I can't remember where I've seen a place. You have to open up the menu to equip so often, you'd think. Going straight up from here would like almost always go to weapons, but it goes to like armor and weapons. I don't know, there must be some fucking corner of the world I haven't gotten to. Not the world, but of the tower. Pretty sure this was just like nothing. Work up. The old Riddler. There's no map. That makes it really hard. Like, think about where I've been. Everything looks the same here. Even the bathhouse had a bit more variety. We have meat hooks. Like, it'd have to be something of value, but pretty certain I've checked everything down here. Unless there's like an entrance out here, I just forgot about it. Thanks. This is to the bathhouse, man. Beautiful. Yeah, I did it. Ready. 4 MS. So much up. He's just invincible, huh? Unless it's blown. What if you get his health low enough in like one hit and then just kick the rest, or if he just takes no damage from it? Nah, he's just invincible. And maybe eventually he can be hurt, but who knows, man? I really don't know why they made so many of these unkillables. Jump into this. I feel like a mallet sitting around. Locked drawer upstairs. Must be one of those first floor things down on the B1. Maybe I just forgot to check. Top right, I'm pretty sure was a bell. The bottom left, though. Possible I just left that one rock. Check it. Pretty sure it was nothing though. Same old shit. Yeah, the monk. Alright. Well. Is there some kind of goofy thing on this floor we just have missed? Mad. Just confuzzled, man. And I'm definitely no fan of this level. I mean, I'm not gonna fight every one of these guys. You get nothing from it. It's cute for like fucking an RP, man, in the first run, but after that, no. Ever seen a game of save points that have enemies on top of them? Actual crazy. I mean, at least like dying or losing health not really punishing, so it's whatever. There must just be a something I've interacted with or not interacted with that I don't realize. I don't have to rehang that guy's body upstairs, do I? For like no reason at all. That seemed like it was just to get the rope. Maybe I'm supposed to get to like a B2. Didn't interact with anything in particular here, but oh. Okay. So if you're accurate and you just aim right at this thing, and then you do this, like, and go like left, which why wouldn't you when you're first exploring that? You never see the whole thing. You look over here, jump on this, much more interesting, you see nothing. Yeah, you have to like step out here. What's up, Adri? Thank you. You're a braver man than I am. I was working, and while I could have like came back and watched it or listened to like somebody react to get the idea, I said, oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you guys could do it, man. Soccer is cool, I guess, but like, fucking hell, man. That just ain't it, man. That ain't the game. If I want to sit and listen to a dev talk about stuff like that, I'll go watch the Lucas Pope. Fucking, he just released a 3-hour video of like a time lapse of his like modeling where he like commentates over the whole thing for Obra Dinn. Over like, you know, like a 3-year modeling deal. Where he's like making the assets and fucking around and shit. I'm like, that's actually fucking interesting. I've watched like a good 30 minutes so far. I ain't listening to fucking Soccer talk about the main menu Kirby or some shit. Fuck that. Also, Lucas Pope's insane. He does it all himself. He's just like talking about like, oh yeah, you know, this program and that program don't have you know, these features, you know, these are like big modeling programs. So he's like, I just made them myself to make the pipeline easier, and he just makes his own tools and shit. And then just uses them to speed up the game development and shit. I was like, damn. Be cool to be the all around man. You could just do the music and the art, the programming, and fuck with make tools to make the modeling and all that easier. Alright, we gotta start ringing bells. Does it matter the order? Here. Lovely, the newest ones at the bottom. Yeah, we'll do the west. I don't really know exactly where that west one was. East, I'm pretty sure, was the one you have to get through from the first floor. West might be this. Hopefully if it's in an order, I don't have to do it while in the dungeon the whole time, but cool if you just had to hit them all once, you know? It's living in an ideal world. This is the last. I don't think there was anything back here. If they had the compass freaking out in there. interact before. Upper right. I don't know. I assume that leads to the east, not the west. No, I just need to remember how I actually get to the west bell. Like, I'm pretty sure it was connected to the... Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like that, like, who is that amount of detail for, man? Is that getting people, like, just invested enough in the game? Like, damn, I know this much about the game. Now I gotta play it, you know? I've seen it without its clothes on. It's like, shit, I can't just leave it hanging. Like, some of that stuff, don't you just want to, like, find out on your own, or... Does it really matter? I mean, I guess your average Joe's not gonna watch it, but I mean, a lot of people are just gonna watch Nintendo Directs because they're there, right? I mean, I guess you could just walk away. I don't know, maybe they thought there'd be like a similar hype in like a way as like a Smash Direct. Not like to the same magnitude, but like a, you know, hey, we have this guy come out and talk about the game, and he's like a fucking video game celebrity. Just triple slap me. Awesome. Got it. This dungeon. As long as it remembers the bells I've rang, who cares? I just gotta do some running again. I'm not fighting every skeleton every time I do something. Dev's out of their goddamn mind, especially if I gotta use blunt. It takes forever. It takes like 10 hours to kill like a single guy. Oh, it did? Yeah, I was wondering if they would add something like... Like, that's what I was hoping to hear from it. Not just a campaign, but like, hey, we added a shitload of city trial maps and like a campaign and more of like a cool like reward flow in the city trial, not just like a fucking other Sakurai bounty board or whatever. Because I'm like, The original Kirby Air Raiders was pretty lukewarm in the first place. I mean, it had some unique things that were cool, but they were pretty raw, right? Like sometime in the Crucible and like forming them into something actually neat. Kind of what I was hoping with Kirby Air Raiders, the second one. But in the first direction, it's like, it's just the same shit. I'm like, okay, well, it's all the same problem. So, like, it's probably fun for a bit, but I don't know, man. I would have played the first one, like, something a little stronger. A campaign, I guess, could be cool. But yeah, I feel like it's, I mean, the game looks like it's borrowing from the Smash way of doing devs, so I doubt it's gonna be like a crazy thing. Crazy interesting. I can't believe none of these are like shortcuts. What's that? Hogwarts? Sounds about what you're after. I think the only Harry Potter games I want to play are like the original 3 and all the different versions. Yeah, it could be neat. What now? I just go back downstairs. They're gonna make me hit every one of these in like one life. Shit. I mean, I've hit all the bells. Where is he? Where are they hiding the guy? Make me hit him again, man. Begging. Maybe in here? Okay, it is in here. Or you start the bell escapade. Bigman. skeleton doing way more damage to him. We're like building up stacks, I guess, of shit. But every hit we do does like 10 gazillion times damage. Couldn't fucking kill the skeletons with them. Wooden coin green, nothing else here. I don't know if there's more secrets in this place, and frankly, I don't know if I give it. Not my favorite place. Let's hope the last place is a little stronger. Music. Yo. Tower of no interval. He's following us. Are we back to atmosphere? Just forget that last dungeon existed. We're climbing, man. It's one of those where I need to turn around. It made me walk really far in that one room already, so that's not without its precedent. At least the music's a bit more heavy duty. That one guy's not really chasing me. Dang. Can't really beat him up either. Maybe this is supposed to be like an epic climb to the cool music. That is cool. Well, I mean, this song's definitely not a soothing song. I'd say it's more towards horror. But the running up the tower part, I don't know if this is a musical thing. I tried going back, but maybe I didn't go back far enough. Let me try real quick here. It might literally just be an extremely tall tower. Or there's something on the way. I need Giga Dwarf up here. This is way longer. I'm climbing. Do I need to go back down and like beat up the guy? I mean, you've been taught to run from him pretty much 24/7. Maybe you gotta mix it up. I don't know. The song hasn't like loops. I'm like, maybe it is just like a MGS3 thing. Oh, Jesus. It is. Interesting. I mean, the song was cool. I like the music. The fucking Giga Tower. Those are fun. Am I supposed to be in hell right now? I guess that's maybe the idea. That certainly is what's happening. We just revive overnight. I mean, that'd be a cute little twist on it, I guess. Maybe there is no taking down the Demon King. Maybe you're in hell. Dead. You do start with one of the coins. Bigman. If I had my lights out, I would have just died. On this age. Dial-up. Okay, I believe that house still embedded in your master. Yeah, it'd make more sense though. Because our guy's got like, I don't know if he had pseudo amnesia and he was like trying to avenge his master by killing the Demon King because he tricked him. Yeah, this is the Demon King. What? That's why I was so hyped up, I guess. Yeah. I thought like I was doing something wrong. I mean, the music was cool. But yeah, I thought I was like doing something wrong. But I just kept going after a bit. Another cool track. That's the ambient one. It certainly feels like the idea is your guys like in hell. You killed your master. The hell of repetition. You're on an angry vengeance trip. Whether you can actually succeed. Oh, no. Unless he is immortal and he's not in hell. Lunacid 2. Wake up in the meta. That's weird. Didn't the guy say something about being in like a different time period too? Okay, I did not actually expect to be finishing with lots of time tonight. Holy fuck. I thought there was 4 towers and then you like went to the Demon King. Yeah, there's parts about this I really like, and there's obviously parts that are like really underbaked and weak. I hope they do another. I hope they keep making dungeon crawlers and really like hone it a bit. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I really like the atmosphere. I think the atmosphere gets fucked a little bit by some of the combat and exploration, right? There's not enough secrets. There's probably not enough visual variety. I mean, the third tower is pretty shit. And for that to be like the last chunk of the game is like not a great way to end it. But like for the most part, like I like the visuals. I like some of the great grit, the grain, you know, the little cutscenes that are all nasty and shit. I like this. I like the music, sound design generally. I mean, there's some weird shit, but for the most part, it's cool. Yeah, it starts out like really strong, where it's like, you know, a cool idea for a dungeon crawler, just like a really ass dirty gritty, like you know, you're hunting down like a, you know, ancient Japanese mystical demon king thing, and you know, there, you know, crazy Japanese castles are like classic, like all sorts of secrets and cool stuff, and yeah, I mean, you get a couple different areas, and they feel all very segmented off, and there's not really much clever like level design at times. Like sometimes there's cute shit like the warping, but like for the most part, it's like Silent Hill with a lot of locked doors, but like not many shortcuts. It tends to be very linear. But it's not like the fun kind of like pseudo linear where it's like really cool to just nail like a section, right? You still need to backtrack and all that. I mean, you're just gonna skip guys on the next run, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah, the level design left a little bit to be desired. It was fine enough. The combat's a little fucked. I mean, you can just upgrade some weapons so good that you just don't need to think about it anymore after the first area, but then in the first area and in the place with the blunt weapons, right, it's like fucked in like another way because you kind of have to like counter parry spam, which is sort of goofy. I need a bathroom. So I mean, I don't know, the combat doesn't feel like super satisfying, but I mean, for a lot of like first person dungeon crawlers, crazy combat's not a huge deal. As long as it's not like taking too much of your like time and focus, it's whatever. And I would say this is kind of like it's okay on that front. You have stuff like the arrows and the guns, but it's like, when are you really using them? The balance on all of it's kind of just wonky. The desire to do combat. How many encounters that are really different than just running around in a corridor fighting the same dudes. So yeah, a lot of the encounter design, the dungeoning, it's like, you know, you get lost, but not in the fun way where you're running between like lots of crazy different areas and going back and like finding like big secrets and connecting stuff. I mean, you're in very much 3 or 4 separate like kind of Silent Hill dungeons. And generally there's like one very specific path to handle it all. And then like in that last dungeon, yeah, you have to go hit like every. And you've already explored most of the game. So it's like you just have to go back through the thing like 2-3 times. It's like, alright, you know. Yeah. But I like the sound design, I like the visuals. I think they had something there. I think that's definitely what sold me on it. And I mean, I like these like first person dungeon crawlers like this. Yeah, I think they're too rare for how much potential they have. Stuff like Grimrock 2 is like a god game, right? It's like really awesome. It's crazy. It's like over a decade fucking old, man. And there's still a lot of cool ones that kind of pull from Kingsfield and shit, like Linacid and this and stuff. But I still need to play Kingsfield. Obviously, that legacy is kind of continued on in like your Souls and all that. But, yeah, I don't know. Like story stuff. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I don't really care that much about all that in this. I think some of the dialogue felt a little too modern. Was probably my biggest thing with the story. Like, that's kind of the thing with most of the game, is I just feel like it has some really cool things that make it worth playing, but there's a lot of just like rough shit between like kind of weird modern dialogue, you know, like the combat being kind of half-baked, but like it's not a big deal, and then like the level design's not good enough, and then like it's a dungeon crawler but without like a whole lot of like learning of how the dungeon works. Like, I'm not like looking around slowly for like certain kinds of like traps or like tells, or you know, thinking about certain enemies really in any different way, like mapping or annotating or anything like that. And so it's kind of going for like a more casual dungeon crawling experience, and that's fine, but I don't know if the combat holds up and the actual linear paths they tend to want you to go down are good enough. But yeah, I don't know. Cool music and art. I don't want to just like break down every little category. I'm not as much into that type of. I mean, I'm okay to talk about that stuff, but that kind of critique or review or whatever. More about the overall experience. But that's kind of the thing, is this is one of those games where it's like there's like a certain parts of it that make it worth it. But then there's a lot of other parts that kind of drag it down. Yeah, I would say it's also very. I mean, I did not expect it just to be done. I mean, you walk into that 4th place. It's not really in like a central area. It doesn't really feel like it feels like some crazy shit's going on. But I was like, oh, is this really the Demon King? Like, you're not like going somewhere and doing anything. It's just a crazy song as you're going up. And, I mean, great song. Yeah, it just kind of ended. I mean, and it was like really easy. I mean, whatever on the easy part. The +5 starter weapon, you know, that if you bring it back, I guess it's just that good. Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't need to be like packed with content either. I mean, you know, maybe you just want to spend the rest of your life making the game, but I feel like what's there needs to be clean still, and kind of nail that dungeon crawler kind of feel. I mean, we've played like short dungeon crawlers before, right? No, no, no. Anyways, well, it's over. I'm gonna go check the mail and see if Pokemon's in there. Probably won't be, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. So overall, I guess I'd say I'd recommend it, but if you don't get into the art and like the sound and stuff, unless you're a diehard first-person dungeon crawler type of person, and you just want to see another take on it, I might not recommend that much. If you like survival horror, like not hell and stuff, and you're just kind of looking for like sort of a unique aesthetic on that sort of deal, it's cool enough there too. But yeah, it's in the mail, and that they are sending it in the mail. It is traveling. It might literally be in the mail right now. But I mean, I didn't say I was gonna maybe play it later this week or next Monday, and it was sitting in the actual PO box or something. I mean, obviously not. I didn't describe it clean enough. Yeah, that's the true horror experience. Yeah, anyways, I hope these people make more. It was a cool game. It was scuffed. It was rough, but it was still cool. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go check. I'll leave the stream on. Fuck it. I'll literally just come back and say if it's there or not. And if it's not, I'll probably start up some other horror game because I still want to play some shit. But I will take a break in between any game we do. So, be right back. Didn't come in. Shooting order. I'd honestly thought about it just because people are here, but that would spell the end of the horror month. The shooting order pipeline into Pokemon, where I'm jumping between them for like a whole week. Would be fucked. Yeah, we'll see. I'm probably gonna just swap to another horror game. We could do Shoot in Order. Another, and then November or something. Look, I know people want Shoot in Order or fucking Pokemon. Pokemon, I'm just doing a little earlier when I get it because gameplay, so I need to send it back. But I can do Shoot in Order. Well, the horror month continues. Really wish that Look Outside patch was out. I said it'd be more towards Halloween. I installed Psychopomp Gold. Could play that. Literal horror around it. Yeah, I'm sure it's real fucking scary, man. It's long too, isn't it? I mean, Jesus, I'd be dedicating quite a bit of time. I mean, it's not like I'm getting to all the horror games this month, anyways. I'd still keep playing into like more. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep going on the spooky vibes. It scared me. I'm sure it did. Controllers not supported. I could swap my setup and do Where's Lila. Yeah, I'm sure I could. Alright, I gotta stomach, so I need to go to the bathroom. I'll think about what I'm gonna play next, but I continue the horror stuff. Like I said, Pokemon will be the exception. And I still plan on probably doing Luigi's Mansion for Halloween just because it's kind of tradition, but I will catch you guys in a few. I might switch to mouse and keyboard and do Where's Lila or something. But I don't know. We could also start VN up. I could start Odagrisu. I'd planned on doing that. Start a little other kind of VN. Do a couple routes or one route or something. Maybe do an RPG Maker game. Got little goody two shoes.